Hello Earth Souls, welcome to my channel Sky Above, Earth Below. My name is Renee and you're watching a general pick a card reading for the new year 2022. Happy New Year everyone. In this reading I'll be forecasting the overall energy and theme for the year and then diving a little deeper. Remember, as with any prediction reading, we are capturing a timeline based on the current energies, and because we can shift our energy, we can change our trajectory at any time. So remember, anything you hear in this reading, it is not set in stone. And remember also, this is a general reading, so if something completely does not resonate, just let it go, because that message is meant for someone else. So I've got 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 has the clear quartz. Group 2 has the phantom amethyst. And group 3 has the natural citrine. So please tap into your intuition when selecting a group to align with the timeline for your year ahead. The timestamps are in the description box below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hi Group 1, welcome to your reading. So we're looking at the year ahead, brand new 2022, and as I look at your spread, the first thing I notice is that there is a tremendous amount of leadership here. We have the Emperor, the Magician, the Empress, and the 9 of Pentacles. We also have the Sun card, which is sort of the, the center of our solar system, the brightest thing we can see. So I'm really feeling a sense of a big sense of self-worth in the year 2022. So if you have been feeling like you're coming out of a funk from 2021, if you're feeling like you've gone through quite a bit in 2021, and I know that most of us have, know that you've got great things ahead of you, and it appears that you've learned a lot from the difficulties and the obstacles that you've been working through in the past year. So I want to start over here with the Emperor and the Magician. One of the things that I'm noticing also about this entire reading is balance. when we look at the magician, he's got the infinity symbol above his head. And I kind of sort of feel the same way about the Two of Pentacles. There's also a sense of what I'm looking over here at the Moon card. What I'm seeing here is the dark wolf and the light wolf. I'm also seeing the sun and the moon. Also, the Emperor and the Empress. So I feel like there's a lot of balance within your reading, and that's something to look forward to as well. When we think of the Emperor, we think of leadership, someone who is in their authority, someone who can rule with fairness, benevolence, and who can take care of others. It's the masculine form of the Empress. Self-mastery, the wisdom of all kings. And so, paired with a magician, this would be, for me, like the divine next step for an emperor. Even though they don't fall in that order in the major arcana. But to me, I just feel like if the emperor is in a state of balance and benevolence, they can use that power like magic. Looking at the Two of Pentacles, clarified by the Empress, for some of you, I'm just, I'm noticing that either you've got, with the Two of Pentacles, you're balancing a lot of things in your life. But with the Empress there, I'm noticing just right away that some of you may be single mothers. You may be the leader of your family. Some of you may be pregnant or will become pregnant in this year. Some of you may be leading children or nurturing others, taking care of others. You may be growing things. That could be anything. You could be growing, a family. You could be growing work, entrepreneurship, a new position in your career. But I do see you balancing it well. You may have a lot on your plate, but the Empress is very steady. She's very wise. She's grounded. She knows her worth. She knows how to create abundance. And she's guided by her intuition, which is very strong. She's in touch with her emotions. She knows how to speak her truth. She is the combination of all queens. So if in the year 2022 you feel overwhelmed or burdened with all of your responsibilities, just know that you do have it within you to create this balance within yourself and therefore in your outer world. And as the Emperor, with all the tools of the magician, you do have that balance of masculine and feminine energy in order to see through the things you envision, the things that you imagine, the things that you want for yourself and your loved ones and all that you care about, all who you care for. With the Sun card, so this is really, really beautiful energy to have for your year 2022. And out of all of the energies on the table here, it is one of the four dominant energies that I've selected here. So it's going to be a big impact. Not only is it major arcana, but it's also I selected these 4 cards as your dominant energies. These are the clarifiers. So the sun is really a big part of your 2022. It means you're going to be shining. You're going to be shining your light. You're going to be radiant. You are not afraid to put yourself out, to make yourself noticed. Some of you may be comfortable with that, and some of you may not. But either way, this year is all about making yourself seen in a sense that you are presenting to the world your true, authentic, beautiful, radiant nature. The sun exists in the darkness, and you're not afraid to shine it. You know you have darkness, and you know you have light. And so, flaws and all, you're going to be shining and presenting yourself in your true nature, your most authentic self. With the 8 of Cups, she's walking toward the sun. So some of you may have a journey yet to do that, or mindsets to overcome in order to get in touch with that courageousness, that boldness, that steadiness. Because sometimes for those of us who may have difficulty with that, it could be kind of a start and stop kind of thing. It may be, turning the light on and then turning it off, kind of a back and forth, like the 2 of Pentacles or like the sun and the moon. And that's okay. That's part of the journey. Because each time you do that, each time you turn your light on and then turn it off, it becomes a process of learning and understanding what it is that made you uncomfortable, and therefore being able to see how to grow through those kinds of difficulties or obstacles or blockages. Just, getting more in touch with yourself, being more self-aware. With the 8 of Cups, there is a bowl here with a flame in it. So it's a small flame compared to the big flame, a small bowl of fire compared to the sun. I feel like the energy of this particularly 8 of Cups is following your heart, whereas you may have to leave something behind that you do love, but it's not necessarily something that completely fills your heart. And so I feel like you're heading towards your own heart fulfillment. And I get that here with the Sun card, because she's just, full open-hearted to the sun, to her own light. With the Moon card, I was immediately drawn to the 2 wolves, the dark and the light wolf. I feel like this is some of the difficulties that may come up for you this year may have to do with being in some kind of illusion. And by that I mean almost like kidding yourself. So perhaps being in situations where you're needing to be real with yourself. For guidance, I feel like this card is telling us to embrace that side where we have in the past allowed ourselves to be blind, allowed ourselves to stay in the darkness for our own comfort, not wanting to see the light, not wanting to face the truth. And when we talk about the dark wolf and the light wolf, I'm getting the energy of like, which wolf will you feed? And I feel like whichever one you choose, it's going to affect your ability to manifest. So it's a little bit of a warning, I feel, to just try to remain present, try to remain, self-aware and aware of your environment, aware of how you are being treated by others, of how you are allowing yourself to be treated by others. If you're not seeing things for what they truly are, it's going to keep you out of alignment. And the Page of Pentacles wants to ground their path forward. There needs to be full awareness. And sometimes that requires shining a light on the darkness. But with the Nine of Pentacles, this is, a wish fulfillment. It's a self-made person. It's a person who's worked really hard to get where they are, and all the pentacles that they have been due to their own accord, due to their own manifestation and hard work and vision and, staying in alignment, staying in their confidence, knowing their purpose, having only themselves to acknowledge for all that they have received. All the abundance that they have is due to their focus, their determination, and their self-worth. With the Eight of Swords clarifying, I'm seeing that most of you are achieving this by understanding your self-limiting beliefs. When we feel blocked or trapped by situations or people, we feel out of control or we feel controlled. But just remembering that we have within us always our own sovereignty. We have the ability to make choices, to help ourselves get out of situations that are keeping us weighed down in darker, denser energies, not allowing ourselves to rise up to our potential, allowing others to dull our shine or keep us from reaching our full potential. The feeling that the external has this kind of influence. But when it gets down to it, we realize that that's just a mindset. And that, yes, we may be very much in a difficult situation where this is occurring. It has to do with our mindset and freeing ourselves, having a shift in our mindset so that we can free ourselves, so that we don't stay in a situation like that. And then learning about what it is that kept us there. What about ourselves did we deny in order to stay as long as we did in a situation? But with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like this is something that you are already aware of, and that the Eight of Swords is more of a relic. Almost like I see the Eight of Swords as being sort of integrated in this year 2022, because it's not something that you learn over and over. I mean, it may take a while to learn this kind of lesson, but once you learn it, it's, you can trust yourself. You're not going to allow yourself to become trapped like that again. And so it really is a lesson in self-trust. And I feel like you're integrating that Eight of Swords energy in the year 2022 so that you can achieve your Nine of Pentacles. And with the theme of this year being the Emperor and the Magician, I see you doing that. You have real things you've worked through, real decisions you've made to leave behind things that weren't completely fulfilling, that may have hurt to let go. When we think about this life and us learning and growing and achieving all the things we want to do in this one life that we have, settling for a mediocre experience. Once you have that kind of awakening that life is what you make it, and that you have infinite possibilities, it's hard to settle. And I don't think we should settle. That's everyone's choice. But when you get to the end of your life and you look back and you think of all the things you wish you had done, regret isn't really how you want to leave this planet, in my opinion. So there is a lot of depth and meaning to this reading. And I feel a lot of heart-based, light-based, balanced energy. While there may be some things to be, keep being aware of, keep integrating, keep balancing. Keep looking at your light and your shadow. Keep working and striving towards your goals. Keep that vision. Keep deciding every day to wake up and feed that light wolf. Every day, wake up and clarify what's important to you. And then, with your magic, bring it all down. Bring it all down to earth and ground it. And be that ruler of your life. This is part of our expansiveness. So I see this reading for the year 2022 as pretty magical and really hopeful. It's not anything that there wouldn't be, some difficulties during the year, but overarchingly I see a lot of positive, expansive, beautiful qualities of the year 2022. So that is your reading group 1 for the new year 2022. If this resonated, please do let me know. Thank you so much for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes, and for supporting my channel. May your year ahead be filled with love and abundant blessings, and may any challenges lead you through with strength, resilience, and determination. Thank you so much for connecting with me today. I'm sending you all grounding energy and love, and I'll see you at my next reading. Bye, Group 1. Group 2, welcome to your reading. So we're looking at your year ahead for the new year 2022. And right away I'm seeing just beautiful energy. You know, you couldn't probably get through an entire year without a little bit of ups and downs, but I'm not really seeing a lot of downs in this reading. But I'd like to start over here with this Star card and the Fool. So this is your overall theme of the year, the overall energy of the year. The Star card in particular being clarified by the Fool. So with the Star card, this is a general reading, but what we're looking at is wishes coming true. We're looking at healing. We're looking at a recognition of your divine nature, of your connectedness to the universe. We're looking at you having a balance of emotion and groundedness, seeing, visualizing, and working toward your dreams. We're looking at you being guided by spirit. We're looking at you being in touch with nature, being aware of synchronicities. We're looking at your authenticity, your ability to present yourself as is. And we're also looking at you shining your own light because you're in touch with the light of the universe. You can navigate your way through darkness. You may feel very connected to your intuition. There's so many beautiful aspects of the Star card that this is just a really wonderful card to have as your theme of 2022. The Star card is number 17 in the Major Arcana, which adds up to an 8. And so you may be experiencing wish fulfillment in the realm of work, or whatever you endeavor yourself towards, your projects, any sort of aspirations that you place your energy toward. And with the Fool card clarifying, I see a lot of this happening for you because you have let go of a lot of things that have weighed you down. You have been through, the Fool being the number 0 in the Major Arcana, you've been through already a full cycle of knowledge and wisdom. In this spread, I see the Fool as, like a reincarnation, because although the Fool can be a new energy, it can also be a very wise energy. Somebody who knows what's important, somebody who knows what to let go of and what to really grasp on the journey ahead, to go forth with an open heart, with faith and trust in themselves. To me, I'm feeling the energy of a lot of self-mastery. Some of you may just have a more younger feeling in your spirit, and if that's the case, I feel like this childlike energy is a wise energy, because this is what connects you to the universe. This is what connects you to your star, to your higher self. Having that light-hearted, beautiful, childlike energy. So whether you're a newer soul or an older soul, I just feel like there's a lot of wisdom in this Fool card that you're going forth with in the year 2022. And so whatever wish you have with that Star card, I feel like you're taking a leap of faith towards it with the Fool card. You may already know what that is, and some of you may be presented with that idea this year. I see that later on in the other cards here that I have drawn for you. So, moving forward, to the Six of Cups, clarified by Two of Pentacles. I feel with the Six of Cups, there was a situation or is a situation that you will be balancing in the year ahead in order to take on other things. Because what I see later on in the spread is you needing to prioritize or make sense of or integrate lessons from the past. So whatever it is in the past, you'll be balancing that energy with healing, with moving forward, with growing yourself in self-sufficiency and abundance. Whatever projects or self-mastery you take on in the year 2022, you're going to be doing that while reconciling the past. And so just know as you move forward through the year that if things come up from the past, that is part of the normal process and trajectory of this year. That it's a part of the healing journey, and that it's okay to take the time necessary in order to figure out how to work with something that either you want to keep in your life or let go. But either way, whatever your decision is, it's about balancing it with the person you want to become, with the person you're growing into. You're wanting to align it. You're wanting to be aligned this year. And so figuring out, weighing whether or not, what the past means to you, how you're able to keep it going in your life, or if there's a sense of needing to let it go. So the year ahead may have may have your heart still in the past. And that's okay, because your overarching energy of the year is the Star card and the Fool. So I feel like whatever is potentially still weighing on your heart, or that seems to keep pulling you back to the past, I feel like you're going to be able to achieve that balance and overcome whatever you need in order to achieve your wish, achieve your healing, and move toward your expansion. So with the Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles is just a beautiful, abundant, grounded, nurturing energy. And in the year 2022, this is the person, this is the archetype you will embody. This is where you're heading towards. I feel it's part of your star wish. Some of you may already be heading in that path. Some of you may have taken that leap of faith, and some of you will do that this year. What I see here is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a divine offering. There's something being offered to you, and you're taking that offer. You're using that seed and planting it and working towards your growth, towards your self-sufficiency, towards your self-love, towards your groundedness, and towards your energetic sovereignty. For me, the grounded energies are really powerful because they can really just be present and fully embodied. Not that the other elements can't be fully embodied, but there's just a sense of real resolve, clarity, strength, self-mastery. And the Queen of Pentacles is also a very giving, loving, providing nature. She creates beauty for everyone around her and nurtures all life. So with the Four of Swords and the Ace of Wands, I feel that in the year 2022, you're going to be doing a lot of inward work, a lot of meditation, a lot of resting, a lot of integrating, and a lot of receiving of new ideas. I feel that your clairvoyance is going to come online this year, if it hasn't already. Taking the time to be with yourself, to give yourself that source energy, to bring all of your energy back to you. I feel like there's a journey about learning about your energy this year because of the work you'll be doing in solitude, in meditation, in prayer, in visualizations, in manifestations. Your intuition is going to gain in strength this year, and that's going to help lead with the self-trust. The Fool card, taking leaps of faith, being able to read the signs that present to you from the universe, trusting in those signs and visions and things that you perceive. With the Five of Swords clarified by the Six of Swords, for some of you, I see this as an obvious moving on from a situation that was causing a lot of mental strain, perhaps a lot of anxiety. For most of you, what I see is, in a sense, it's a leveling up. You are going from a 5 to a 6. It's the next step in the journey. And although it might be a difficult next step to move on from a situation, and that situation could be the one from the past, it could be something that you're currently going through, it's you making the decision to move on, to find your peace, to care for yourself, so that you can have these moments of inward journeys, gaining strength from source, being able to grow your pentacle, being able to just flourish in your queen energy, perhaps finding a greater ease in the balance of your life so that you can work toward that ultimate wish fulfillment. If this isn't a situation or a person that you are going to be moving away from in this upcoming year, I do see it as a loosening of belief systems that you've had that perhaps have created blockages or prevented you from trusting yourself, prevented you from taking leaps of faith and going towards your highest vision, towards your higher self. So there may have been some great clarity that have come to you in this last year of 2021 that you're going to be leading yourself out of, not being weighed down by negative thought patterns and belief systems that you've recognized no longer serve you. This energy looking a little bit more somber than the rest, I'm not really taking it as something negative. It's more of a process of growth. And, since we're looking at the entire year, I would say that, that's a positive. That's something that's positive, that you're going to be growing yourself so much in the sense that you're going to take good care of yourself. You are going to build that self-trust. You are going to take the leap of faith toward yourself, toward your growing your Ace of Pentacles and growing yourself into the Queen. Facing your star, not looking back. Integrating your past. Allowing your intuition to develop. Making time for yourself. You're going to be bringing yourself into a greater balance and healing, and be much more in touch with your higher self, with spirit, with God, Goddess. So I'm feeling an overall sense of a lot of meaning and fulfillment in the year 2022. I'm feeling you have great things to look forward to with the Star and the Fool, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, Six of Swords. So we've got, just a lot of really great energy, I feel. I feel you have a lot to look forward to in 2022, Pile 2. And I hope that this message was clarifying and gave you something to think about and look forward to. And if there was anything that, didn't sound like something you wanted, this is all based on your current energy. So if there's anything that you want to shift, you can do that at any time. But I do hope this brought you some hope and something to look forward to, some clarity for the year ahead. So that is your reading group 2 for the new year 2022. If this resonated, please do let me know. Thank you so much for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes, and for supporting my channel. May all of your year ahead be filled with love and abundant blessings, and may any challenges lead you through with strength, resilience, and determination. I thank you so much for connecting with me today. I'm sending you all grounding energy and love, and I'll see you at my next reading. Bye, Group 2. Hi, Group 3. Welcome to your reading. We're looking at the year ahead, 2022. Happy New Year, everyone. So for those of you who chose group number 3, I'm looking at the dominant energies, the dominant themes for your year ahead with the Chariot card clarified by Temperance. So what I'm seeing here is you are moving forward from something that you had to make a choice about. And in this year, that choice will be very healing. You are facing the path forward with your full energy, with your strength and courage and resolve for whatever it is that you are leaving in the past. And this could be anything. Energies within your own self that no longer serve you. You struggling to leave behind difficult patterns that you find yourself in, belief systems that you no longer resonate with, people or situations that you found the need to move away from. And I feel like this is for your own stability. In the background of the Chariot, we have the Castle, which is a very, very much a solid, stable structure. And I feel like your movement forward is inspired by the desire for building a sense of stability, potentially your wealth, a sense of groundedness, a sense of purpose, a sense of being able to flourish in all that you desire. Perhaps to come into your own authority, to come into your sovereignty. I feel like you've come through potentially, from the looks of your cards, some of you may have experienced a spiritual awakening. Others of you may have gone through a difficult experience that has challenged your sense of self, your belief systems, challenged who you want to be, what you want your future to look like. So there's been some kind of leveling up, I feel, in the recent past, that has allowed you to work through the difficult dilemmas so that you can see your path forward. And now that you can do that, there's an opportunity for healing with the Temperance card. Because the Temperance card is also a card of divine connection. Her crown, her third eye is illuminated. We've got the angelic symbology, connection to the higher realms. For some of you along this path, this may be new, especially since your decision to move forward in this way it's a new decision. But there is a sense of being a conduit. I'm getting an earth angel energy. Some of you may resonate with that. Light workers, intuitives, or just a sense of spirituality where before maybe there was not. Maybe seeing life from a higher perspective, seeing yourself as a part of the universe, seeing your divine nature, recognizing your spirit. For those of you maybe on a second spiritual awakening or, an evolution in your path, this is definitely a healing toward a greater sense of connection to source, a deeper sense of intuition. You may get more downloads or visions in your mind's eye. You may have more spiritual experiences, more synchronicities. You may find life more just connected through your heart. You may find yourself knowing that your true nature is to love and be loved. So this is the overarching theme, the Chariot and the Temperance card for the year 2022. It's really, really a powerful, beautiful, hopeful theme and energy for the year. Over here with the Ace of Wands, clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, I feel that you have been presented or will be soon presented with an opportunity for something that ignites your passion, something that inspires you, something you may have received as a vision, in a dream. The universe has presented some kind of opportunity for you to express yourself, to be creative, to inspire others, to do what is inspiring to you, to be in alignment with yourself. And by accepting this opportunity, what it's doing for you is it's planting a seed. And during the year 2022, you'll be watching that seed grow. With the wands, we recognize just something that's really creative or passionate or even spiritual. So I see you embracing that opportunity and doing what's necessary to water it, to nurture it. And I feel that you're really inspired. And so in this year, 2022, I feel like that being, these 4 cards here being the dominant energies of the year, I feel like that's just another really beautiful energy for this year. Over here, we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands makes bold steps toward their path. Knight of Wands has a lot of fiery energy, a lot of courage, a lot of charisma, a lot of excitement. And with the horse in the background, there's a lot of movement, a lot of freedom. I feel like you'll be using this energy toward your Ace of Wands opportunity. These are the actions you will be taking in order to plant your seed, in order to feed whatever you've been inspired to do. With the Justice card clarifying, we're looking at finding a sense of inner balance and peace, embracing your light and dark in order to move forward in a clear, mindful way, a balanced energy so that the fire doesn't get out of control. So I feel like this is almost like corresponds with the Temperance. I'm getting a Temperance energy from this Justice card because in moderation, with fire energy, sometimes if we're passionate to the extent that we burn out, maybe we use too much of our energy, or we're not patient enough, or and maybe the inspiration that we had is easily sort of worked through and then it's not there anymore. So it's almost like finding this passion and allowing it to be kind of spread over time, worked through in a tempered way. Okay, so over here we have the 5 of Pentacles with the 9 of Pentacles clarifying. I feel like we're looking at sadness of things that may have left us, or that we may have felt abandoned by. It feels like you're still working out some of the energy that you needed to use to make the decision to move forward with the Chariot card. So there might be some of that energy still coming up for you. And just know that that's normal. Our life doesn't take a direct path. It comes in cycles. And so when we come back around, when we're presented with difficulties that may be similar or that may highlight things that we've been through in the past, it allows us another chance to integrate the lesson. Did we really learn from the lesson before? It allows us to make a new approach to the issue at hand. So when we're feeling, left out or abandoned or alone, coming at that from a new perspective, or maybe making new decisions, as you have here with the Chariot card, in order to see yourself in a different light, in order to pull yourself toward a different path, in order for you to have a mindset that is no longer in lack, but that embraces your potential and allows you to be in a greater sense of self-confidence, self-worth, self-trust. So with the Nine of Pentacles clarifying the Five of Pentacles, I see yourself pulling yourself through that. I see you I see you integrating that lesson. Because the Nine of Pentacles is about wish fulfillment. It's about grounding and seeing your manifestations come to fruition. And it's a self-made person. We have the Nine of Pentacles is known for being a highly independent, self-made person. So you yourself have pulled yourself out of this Five of Pentacles energy in this year 2022, which very much aligns with the healing of the Temperance card, the balancing of the Justice card. So I feel like these are some really, real energies that you are still working through, but you are overcoming. And that is really hopeful for this year ahead. Over here we have the Five of Cups, clarified by the Three of Swords. So the Five of Cups is a card of grieving, of loss, sadness, maybe some depression for some of you. You might be working through a little bit of that this year. Obviously, there's, clarified by the Three of Swords, there was something that was terribly heartbreaking. Because we have the Five of Cups here, we're experiencing the grief of it in this year 2022. The Three of Swords being clarifying why we're feeling that grief. So I feel like this is something that has already happened. I don't feel like this is a coming energy. I don't feel like the Three of Swords is in the future, in the 2022. I feel like the grief, the processing, is part of the year to come. This Three of Swords, I just get the energy that this is something you've already been through, and that's why you're in grief. And that's why you're healing and trying to find balance and trying to move yourself forward on a path that is more aligned with yourself, with your inspiration, with your passions. There's a lot to look forward to. It's almost, I get sort of a bittersweet energy from this year ahead, but on the side of sweet. Because you've got a beautiful Ace of Wands opportunity that you are growing, that you are inspired by, that you're passionate to make come into your world. You are finding balance in your life with the Chariot card and the Justice. You are moving forward with strength and courage and confidence and allowing your healing, allowing your grief, processing old, mindsets that may be holding you back, which, won't be holding you back here, according to the Nine of Pentacles. You'll actually be working through all of this stuff and bringing yourself into your own self-mastery. Despite the heartbreak, despite the grief, despite feeling alone or abandoned, you've got all of these great energies working for you as well. And all of this is something that you embody. So it's not, it's not the external forces. This is you. This is within you. Embodying all of this beautiful energy for your healing and your growth, for your leveling up, for your doing the things that call to you and that bring you and keep you into your alignment, that keep you elevating and connected to your higher self. But overall, the energy I'm feeling from this year, for this year, 2022, for you, Group 3, is highly inspiring and hopeful. Okay, so that is your reading, Group 3, for the new year 2022. If this resonated, please do let me know. Thank you so much for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes, and for supporting my channel. May your year ahead be filled with love and abundant blessings, and may any challenges lead to your strength, resilience, and determination. Thank you so much for connecting with me today. I'm sending you all grounding energy and love, and I'll see you at my next reading. Bye, Group 3.